It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see who's better, Houston's former team or its current one. It's the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. And it's Kick It Off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott up here in the booth, and the talk about this game, Brock, is centered, not surprisingly, on a couple of quarterbacks who came through the draft the same year and now in their second seasons here in the NFL.
And it doesn't matter if it's year 2, year 5, year 10, or Tom Brady, like 30 years later. They still remember every guy in their class. Yep. And when you look across and you see your peer, you are linked together in that draft. You're also linked together in this league that knows how hard getting any win on any day is. And you want this one against your classmate as much as any.
All set to go on a picturesque, snowy December day. And we're off and running from Nissan Stadium. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is their second-year quarterback from Kentucky. He earned several starts as a rookie. It's Will Levis.
Levis came into this league with a big old arm and an even bigger chip on his shoulder, Kate, based on where he was drafted. I still remember that on draft day, and you could see the disappointment as he fell out of that first round, and because of it, he's just got that fight to him. It's easy to envision him proving those doubters, and so many of those teams who passed on him wrong.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Levis. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Third and long, here's Levis. Getting out, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
All right, he can hit the showers. It's already an excellent game for him, and we're just 3 snaps into this sucker. 2 sacks, and he's instantly become one of the biggest storylines to start this game.
The Titans sending out Ryan Stonehouse now on fourth down to in turn send a punt away. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion, but this guy's just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Stroud off the play fake. That pass caught by Tank Dell. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, a run to Mixon. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
there to grab it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Touchdown, Houston! He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Throwing now on first down, Levis. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Levis now on first down. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it sets up second down.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Levis now off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Levis throwing again. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
This one finds Boyd. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. On the play fake, it's Levis. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
and he's brought down for a loss. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He finds Diggs right side. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Stroud now on 3rd. Diggs there to bring it in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
A give to Mixon up the middle. Room inside the 10. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
2nd and goal, backed all the way up to the 14 here. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He got maybe a yard there, so a long 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Levis. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has the connection to Ridley. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 10-0 ball game. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They give to Pollard from the gun. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Levis from the shotgun. Completed to Pollard. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Putting the tight end in motion. Looking sideline and caught by Ridley. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Stroud throwing here on 1st. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Stroud. Dump off caught by his back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Schultz with the catch.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2 yards on the pickup, and the Titans will have a first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They motion Ridley over right. Going to the ground again on first. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They give to Pollard on the option. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun now for Levis. Caught by Pollard. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 now. That pass complete to Boyd. And they get this down to the 28. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Levis to the air now. Caught quickly on the slant. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here. Levis throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd and short yardage, Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he'll have it down to almost the 10-yard line. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Levis setting to throw. Got a man. Spears has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Now Levis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans start to fight back with their first points of this game. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Returning it from the 16. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Texans returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They've got first down from the 31. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Stroud. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Running it with Mixon. Across midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And they bring him down around the 34.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, maybe to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Completed to Collins. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
From the 24. Dell with the grab. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the gun, Stroud. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it. Everly's
kick is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Levis here on first down. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
To throw again on second down, Levis. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on.
Levis from the shotgun. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Tried getting it to Calvin Ridley. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. And the next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
And he missed it. It's no good. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. But hey, they've got the lead. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 14. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Texans and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
On the quick, right?
Now the give to Mixon. He'll cobble together a yard there. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. To the air, Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. A handoff from Mixon, running right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Keeping it with Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touchdown. The Titans ready to take over on offense. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the gun, Levis. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. On the play fake, it's Levis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Miles Bryant. And the Texans will have it right at the opposing 30 after the interception, and that return on top of it. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, this is Mixon. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. Finding Collins. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Stroud now on 3rd. Hits him on the out route. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they are unable to make this a 2-score game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. Okonkwo brings it in. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Completed to Pollard. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
They send the tight end in motion left. Levis throwing again. Into the hands of Okonkwo. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball. I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Punt team on the field. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give. This is Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Collins there to grab it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first. Looking to throw, Stroud. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Just 1 yard on the run. That brings up 4th down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Completed to his running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Texans' drive is going to start from deep in their own territory. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This is Mixon. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
He's on the move. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's got him. That's Mixon. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Now a give to Mixon. Still going past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Texans in possession of it, needing to preserve that lead over one final quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
On the quick, right?
On the ground again with Mixon. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everly's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Hand off running left. Pollard breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they take him down right along the 30. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Right side forward. Odd. Right side forward.
They send him left out of the slot. Levis now on first down. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Now a toss. It's Pollard. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's Levis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up third and goal.
Hey, like 13. Like 13.
Levis escapes the pocket. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Now it's Nick Folk to try the Titans field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 2 here. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. From the gun, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, Stroud. Completed to Collins. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
They motion the tight end over. Going to the ground again on first. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here's Mixon, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Mixon. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
He's throwing for it! And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route.
Whoa.
When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. This one finds Boyd. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Setting up the running back screen. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Titans in the hurry up, trying to get this play off fast. On the move, headed right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
49,
Now to throw. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
on, Mike 49.
Throwing now. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll go, it's Pollard. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they can trot out every offense's favorite formation now, Brock, and kneel out this win. Defense, no timeouts left to stop them. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So the Texans come away with their own win. And these guys don't normally have to deal with the wintry weather when they take the field, but they adapted marvelously to these adverse conditions and get to take a win home now to their much warmer temperatures. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Texans as we say goodbye from Nashville.